It's the third and final race of the weekend for the VW Vento Cup. You can see the cars lined up on the grid ready to go. There is the 5-minute board and there are the cars getting ready to go. And what an entertaining race we are in for. We've seen some great VW Vento Cup action throughout the whole of the weekend. And hopefully now it's going to end very well indeed. Here is Kaminda Singh starting on pole position, the man who has won both of the two races so far, and as a result he's looking for the hat-trick, 3 out of 3. So here's a look at the circuit here at the Buddha International Circuit. It's a wonderful track, this 5.14 kilometers long, and we're in Greater Noida, about an hour or so outside of downtown Delhi. 8 laps for this Volkswagen Vento Cup race. Air temperature a beautiful 20 degrees, track temperature up at 21 degrees. It's just coming up to 10 past 2 in the afternoon here. So there is the second place man on the grid, Anadith Reddy. And there is Anadith Reddy just giving us a little bit of a wave. A lot of second places this weekend, not only in the Volkswagen Vento Cup, but also in the MRF 1600 Championship as well. 3-minute board is held up. Third on the grid is Sandeep Kumar. And in fact, let's have a look at the whole of the grid, shall we? It was due to be Kartik Tirani Singh on pole position because of his best lap time, but it doesn't look as though he's there because he didn't take part in the second session, and that's why you can see Kartik Tirani Singh, Kaminda Singh on pole position. Anadith Reddy will start second, then Sandeep Kumar, Ameya Valavalka behind, Jeet Jabak in 5th, and then completing the top 10 we've got Aaron Showry, and then Sean Parmeshwar in 11th, with Eklavya completing the runners. So as I say, Kartik Tirani Singh was due to be on pole position, but he broke down yesterday, and as a result he won't be taking part at all. He is still here, watched the race earlier on, and seemed to enjoy it because it was a really, really entertaining race. But Kaminda Singh, I think it's going to be tough to see him be stopped, really, unless he gets a poor start, because although Anadith Reddy is quick, he so far hasn't quite had the pace of Kaminda Singh. Just waiting for the green flag lap to get underway. 2 wins out of 2 for Kaminda Singh so far this weekend. Really, really strong performance from him, but this is the highest up the order that Anadith Reddy had started. So expect to see him challenge as well, because his fastest lap in race 2 was only 0.2 of a second slower than the fastest lap of Kaminda Singh. So hopefully we should be in for a very, very exciting race for the fans that have made their way out to Greater Noida for this circuit here at the Buddha International Circuit, for this race here at the Buddha International Circuit, part of the MRF Challenge. Great to have Volkswagen Motorsport represented as well, a company both with Volkswagen itself and within the Volkswagen Audi group that has an awful lot of racing history and pedigree. We think of their World Rally Championship campaigns recently, and they are about to get going in this VW Cup race when the green flag goes. 8-lap race will take about 20-25 minutes, and there is the green flag. So away they go with Kaminda Singh at the head of the field, slightly slow away there for the number 10 car of Jeet Jabak. Is he going to get going? It's sort of the opposite to the second race where he got such a good start. He was given a drive-through penalty for jumping the start, but I think he's ground to a halt there, hasn't he? Come on, Jeet. No, that's not going to work out, is it? Oh no, there we go. Away goes Jeet Jabak. Now he'll have to try and remember what position in the field he was in and take up his rightful grid slot and catch up with the rest of the field on on what is a very long circuit for these cars. It takes them about 2.5 minutes a lap. There is a Clavier, who had a really good fight earlier on, but it's Carminder Singh who is out in front, warming up those tyres, getting everything in order ahead of the race that we have coming up. For those of you with us on the live stream, one more race to come after this, and that is the final race of the weekend for the Formula 2000 cars, which is set to be a thriller. Sandeep Kumar then starting there in third place, see what he can do, because he was a little bit anomalous in the second race. Not quite sure I said that word right there, but we'll move on from that one. But yes, went a little bit missing in the second race after having a strong run to second place in race one. Cars now make their way around turns 8 and 9, the corner where Sandeep Kumar, Carminder Singh so expertly overtook Amaya for the lead of the race in race 2. Up the crest of the hill into the right-hander of turn 12, there is Amaya Walavalka, the experienced driver who's had a couple of years off racing, but now has returned. Makes his way around the final corner to line up on the grid. So Carminder Singh on pole position. He won the second race from 8th on the grid, so you have to anticipate that he will be able to do a good start here. And if he can get away at the front, it's going to be very difficult for people to stop him. But Anandith Reddy is the man, most likely it would seem, after his strong performance in race 2. Said he couldn't really get hooked up in race 1, switching from the Formula 1600 cars to the VW Ventos, but says he got it a little bit more hooked up today. The Formula 1600 race on both occasions coming before the VW Vento race. But we're all in position now. Aggressively poised Carminder Singh across the track to try and cover the inside line. There's the 5-second board. Here come the lights. Carminder Singh on pole, Anandith Reddy alongside him on the front row. The final race of the weekend in the VW Vento Cup is underway. Not the quickest of reactions from the pole sitter Carminder Singh, but he has managed to move over and take the lead of the race. Side by side for second position, Sandeep Kumar trying to rob second place away from Anandith Reddy. Amaya Walavalka, who has made so many great starts over the course of the weekend so far, has just made another one. Looks like he might be up into third place. Anandith Reddy is dropping down the order. No, he's still in second place actually, so it's Walavalka who is, Sandeep Kumar, who is dropping down to fourth position. Sean Parmeshwar was pushed out to the outside there, but really good start from Carminder Singh. He's managed to burst away at the front of the field, followed by Anandith Reddy and Amaya Walavalka. What can Sandeep Kumar do after losing ground then on these opening corners? Sean Parmeshwar trying to take advantage and pass Sandeep Kumar, who's dropped from third to fourth. Basically a position swap with Walavalka, who started in fourth and is now third. Good start actually from Parmeshwar. He started 10th on the grid, and now here he is up in 5th position. So if we look at the start again, it'll be worth keeping an eye on Parmeshwar's progress. And number 10 has been given a drive-through penalty. That is Jeet. So Jeet Jabak has been given a drive-through penalty, as he was in race number 2. So potentially a jump start again Jeet. We'll have to wait and see. I spotted someone certainly getting a rocket start. I don't know, I'm not sure if it was Jeet or not. Here they come now. Ameo Alavalka is becoming the cork in the bottle because he has got Sandeep Kumar right up behind him. Down into the left-hander, there's the lunge from Kumar. Up the inside of Walavalka, and he makes it stick. Walavalka tries to get the cut back. All of this is allowing into the fight Sean Parmeshwar. And Kumar has got the inside line on Walavalka. And he is now in that third position, Sandeep Kumar. Fourth is Ameo Alavalka. Oh, and there's Jeet Jabak facing the wrong way or something down at the first corner. He's certainly locked up and continued. So sixth is Eklavya, seventh is Gautam Murugan, eighth is Anmol Singh, ninth was Jeet Jabak, but he's now dropped down because of this. Oh, big cloud of smoke. And 10th then is Aaron Showry Valaban, and 11th is Dhruv Dayal. 11 cars still running. Now can Sandeep Kumar start to pull away? Look at it, it's ready. I think it's closed in a little bit on this lap. Here's a look at the start. Watch for a rocket ship start there. That's further back though. That is, I think that's Anmol Singh who got that rocket start. Didn't really see Jeet Jabak. But although the timing screens have just said Anmol Singh has been given a drive-through penalty as well, so perhaps they both jumped the start. Certainly Anmol Singh took off like a rocket. This is the battle for third place. Sandeep Kumar holding it at the moment, ahead of Ameo Walavalka in the red car. The Golf livery of Sandeep Kumar up in front in third spot, and then Sean Parmeshwar keeping a watching brief at the moment at the back in the white car. Here are our race leaders, Karminder Singh ahead of Anandith Reddy. The gap was 1.2 seconds as they crossed the line. To me it looks more like 1 second, maybe slightly less than a second. We'll see whether my internal clock's any good here. As they come across the line now, the gap is 1.1 seconds, so it has come down a little bit. And it is ready, setting the fastest lap of the race last time around. So he's starting to edge closer to Karminder Singh. Sandeep Kumar has broken away in third place from Ameo Alavalka. Sean Parmeshwar then behind. This is Eklavya, who's now coming under pressure from Gautam Murugan in the Golf liveried car. Behind him is Anmol Singh, who has a drive-through penalty. Jeet Jabak is serving his drive-through penalty now. He's just come into the pits, and that number 11 car is another that has to serve a drive-through penalty. They now head down the back straight. There is Jeet. Well, I don't think he's serving his drive-through penalty. It looks like he may have problems, because I think it was him that locked up and went skating off into the gravel at turn 1 in the first race, and then he had that bizarre lock-up again early on in this race. So perhaps troubles with his Vento. Here's our race leader, Karminder Singh. Kicking up the dust as he uses all the circuit, a little bit of concrete and a little bit of grass as well. Top 6, Karminder Singh, Anandith Reddy, Sandeep Kumar, then Ameo Alavalka, Sean Parmeshwar and Eklavya. The top 6 as it stands, with 6 laps to go. Anadith Reddy is staying with Karminder Singh, isn't he? Again, it looks as though he's brought the gap down on this lap as well, potentially to under a second. It was 1.1 seconds last time they crossed the line. It is now 0.8 seconds. So Anadith Reddy once again sets the fastest lap of the race, 0.3 quicker than Karminder Singh, and continues to edge the gap down a little bit. What a good battle this is for the lead of the race. Anmol Singh has remained out on circuit despite receiving a drive-through penalty. He's decided not to take it yet. You've got 3 laps within which to take it. There is Gautam Murugan in 7th. And this is going to frustrate the folks behind Anmol Singh, such as Dhruv Dayal and Aaron Showry Balaban, because they may even have seen that he's been given a drive-through penalty. Very, very wide there from Anmol Singh. Not bothering the apex of that corner at all at turn number 3, and as a result he's lost out to Dhruv Dayal, but he's going to try and fight back as they come down the back straight. Dayal covers the inside line. You can see his head checking his mirrors, seeing where Anmol Singh is as they get to the braking zone. The answer is quite far back. But here are our leaders, and Anadith Reddy is continuing to push. So is Sandeep Kumar, so were all of the drivers, to be honest. But Anadith Reddy feels like he's just reeling in Karminder Singh a little bit. Maybe not so much on this lap. Back end of that car's all over the place, isn't it? Really lively setup on Anadith Reddy's Vento. Pretty much a similar distance to last time through. Singh turns into the final corner and out across the line. The gap was 0.8 of a second, and it has actually extended to 1.1 seconds. Karminder Singh doing his best lap of the race so far, not as quick as Anadith Reddy's lap previously. He still has the fastest lap, was number 14. Anmol Singh has now served his drive-through penalty. So he is now in the pit serving that, as we see Eklavya under pressure from Gautam Murugan. Rear wheel just flicking up, there is Anmol Singh. So both he and, Jeet Jabak is actually still in the pits, and Aaron Showry Balaban has just come into the pits as well. So very busy times in there at the moment. But Anmol Singh has emerged, whereas Balaban and Jabak appear to be in there relatively for the long haul. There is Aaron Showry. Going very, very slowly. Now look at Karminder Singh, the gap he's managed to pull. Past the halfway mark. There's third place Sandeep Kumar. Pretty lonely race for him, 6 seconds behind the leaders, 5 seconds in front of Amer Walavalka, who in turn is 5 seconds ahead of Sean Parmeshwar, who in turn is 5 seconds ahead of Eklavya, who in turn is only 4/10 ahead of Gautam Murugan. So it's that battle for 6th that is the closest one on the circuit at the moment, between the white car of Eklavya and the golf car of Gautam Murugan. So Karminder Singh comes down to complete another lap in his VW Vento. lap up to 1.8 seconds now, so Singh really starting to stretch his legs. So here is Karminder Singh. See him turning the wheel in, his hands crossing over as he winds the lock all the way on for the tightest corner on the circuit. Gautam Murugan, meanwhile, is now just over a second behind de Clavier, with Dhruv Dayal 8 tenths further back, so that battle has slowed down a little bit for 7th, 8th and 9th. Karminder Singh seems as though he's lost a little bit of time to Anandith Reddy. It seems to ebb and flow, this gap, doesn't it? Here in that middle sector seems to be where Karminder Singh is really able to pull away. That's where Reddy seems to drop back. Sandeep Kumar third, fourth for Ameya Wallabhakar. 5th for Sean Parmeshwar, 6th for Aklavia, 7th for Gautam Murugan, 8th for Dhruv Dayal, 10th for Anmol Singh. We've lost now Shari Balaban by the looks of things. He came into the pits, and also Jeet Jabak, after just 2 laps, decided to come into the pits. These are our guys a little more spread out. Wallabhakar there, then Sean Parmeshwar. And then here's the closest battle on the circuit, Gautam Murugan under pressure from Dhruv Dayal. Gautam Murugan in the Golf liveried car, Dhruv Dayal right behind him. Looking to the inside on the run down towards the first corner. Is he going to be late on the brakes? He is indeed, and a good move there from Dhruv Dayal. It runs a little bit wide. That could give Murugan the position back, and it does. So he's always going for it again. Will he get that stopped? Yes, he will. That was a really late move from Dhruv Dayal. I thought he'd sailed past the apex, but managed to get it stopped and turned, and he's now up into 7th position. Look at this, from a long way back, lobs it in, brakes as hard as possible, and still makes the apex, makes the corner. Nothing Murugan can do about that one. Here's our race leader, Karminder Singh. Last lap pretty similar with Anandith Reddy. The gap remains at 1.8 seconds. Oh, and side by side again. Here comes around the outside the attack. But it's Dhruv Dayal who holds the place for the moment, ahead of Gautam Murugan. Up in front of them, Aklavia is having a fairly quiet time. As Karminder Singh comes down to the final corner. Final lap of the race now for Karminder Singh. Again, almost identical lap times with Anadith Reddy. The gap still 1.8 seconds. Sandeep Kumar 5 seconds further back in third. Ameo Walabalka is in fourth spot, 7 seconds further back from Kumar. Sean Parmeshwar is running in fifth, 12 seconds back from Walabalka. Then it's Eclavier in sixth, and then it's just 0.7 of a second between Dhruv Dayal and Gautam Murugan here coming across the line. So Dayal it is who's in front at the moment. But here's our race leader, Karminder Singh. Down towards turn 5. You see how hard Anadith Reddy is pushing. He's given a much better display in this second race than he managed yesterday. Here's a replay of Karminder Singh, and you can see the rear left wheel up in the air. You'll see it there as well with the rear left wheel. Well, Anadith Reddy has given him a run for his money in this one, hasn't he? But Karminder Singh comes down to the final corner. He took pole position. He won race 1. He won race 2. And now Karminder Singh wins race 3 of the Buddha International Circuit. 3 out of 3, the hat-trick in the Volkswagen Vento Cup. Wonderful drive, wonderful weekend for Karminder Singh. Anadith Reddy in second, Sandeep Kumar across the line for his second podium of the weekend in third. Fourth for Ameo Walabalka. A very good drive from him. Here comes Sean Parmeshwar. A 5th place finish. As he comes out of the final corner now and across the line, weaves around a little bit. Seems pretty happy with that 5th place. Eclavier is going to finish in 6th place. Dhruv Dayal is going to finish in 7th, having gapped Gautam Murugan towards the end. And last position is going to go the way of Anmol Singh, who's just coming down now towards the final corner. Had to serve a drive through penalty, which evidently cost him an awful lot of time, so was eliminated from that sort of midfield battle. And it's a 9th place finish for Anmol Singh. Aaron Showry Balaban decided to pit and not complete the race. Same is true of Jeet Jabak. So here's a look at the results after 8 laps of racing, the 3rd race of the weekend for the MRF Challenge and the VW Vento Cup. Karminder Singh takes victory, doesn't take fastest lap though, that goes the way of Anadith Reddy, who had the pace but maybe not the consistency to match Karminder Singh up at the top. 3rd place for Sandeep Kumar, 4th for Ameo Walabalka after a podium in race 2, and Sean Parmeshwar looked very delighted as he weaved across the line with a 5th place finish. But it was Karminder Singh who took the very commanding victory. 3 wins out of 3 in the Vento Cup this weekend. So, there he is. And I imagine when Louise speaks to him when he gets out of the car in a couple of moments' time, he's going to be very, very happy. He's certainly chucking it around now, isn't he? Fantastic stuff from Karminder Singh. As he now returns to the pit lane, and for the 3rd time this weekend he's going to be on that top step of the podium. good drive as well from Sandeep Kumar. His best lap only a 1/10 of a second slower than race winner Karminder Singh. So really you have to say those top three were very evenly matched on pace, but just couldn't match Karminder Singh's consistency. As he pulls down now into Park Ferme, a round of applause for all of the drivers. Another second place for Anandith Reddy this weekend. Hasn't quite managed to be on the top step at the Buddha International Circuit, but good championship points in both the VW Cup and the MRF 1600 Championship. A thumbs up from Karminder Singh. Little high five with Sandeep Kumar. And the same to Anandith Reddy. Little tap on the helmet as well. Never in a rush to take his helmet, obviously, Karminder Singh. In fact, all three of them have still got their helmets on. Normally the first thing that racing drivers sort of do is take off their helmets. As soon as they get out, so all the cars have returned now to the pit lane. And Karminder Singh just putting his helmet back in his car after a commanding drive, 3 races, 3 wins, really impressive stuff. Winning that race in the end by 1.8 seconds clear of Anandith Reddy. And after a superb drive, we can hear from him now.
Well, it's been a hat-trick for Karminder Singh. You've had a variety of challenges, but nobody has been able to come close.
Yeah, I mean, it was a perfect weekend for me. Got 2 poles and had a hat-trick for the very first time in my career, I think. Quite delighted, and now we'll be looking forward for the AMIO Cup this season.
Great, well done. I'll let you get up to the podium. We're just going to go and find Anandith Reddy, who has yet again, let me just grab him and bring him to the camera once more. Another podium, another second for you.
Yeah.
It's been a tough weekend.
Yeah. So close, but yeah, never made it to the top step. But you know, a lot of points from this weekend, and it's the beginning of the season, so I can't complain. It's been okay.
Well done.
Yeah.
Let me just see if I can find Sandeep Kumar, see if he's around here. I have spotted him getting out of the car. Where's... He heard his name. A good run from you.
Yeah, had a good start, but then me and Ame, who started 4th, had quite a tussle through first 2 corners, and then was battling with him for first 2 laps. And then by that time, I guess the first 2 were already about 3-4 seconds off. So after I passed Ame, then they were just there. I couldn't get close to them. I was falling back, or just the gap just maintained same. So we're just all doing the same lap time. So I think that's about it. So we can't do anything beyond that. So I think it's should be happy with where I finished. So, and big congratulations to Curry. He's got 3 wins all over the weekend, and a good show from him too. Yeah.
Well done. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Back to you, Jack.
Certainly was a good show, wasn't it, Louise? Great stuff out there. And the drivers will now make their way up towards the podium. Here's a look at the highlights of the 3rd Volkswagen Vento Cup race of the weekend. A huge jump start from Aaron Showery Valavainen, but he did then get a drive-through penalty for that, as did Jeet Jabak. But up at the front, it was a 2nd place for Anandith Reddy, Karminder Singh taking the lead, but then this great move from Sandeep Kumar coming down into the final corner to move up the inside and to take 3rd place away from Amaya Walavalka. They had a good battle, but it was ultimately Sandeep Kumar who held on to that 3rd place. A good drive from Anandith Reddy, although he didn't manage to win. He did manage to set the fastest lap of the race and looked a danger throughout. We had some good battles further back in the battle over 7th place. Dhruv Dayal managing to come out on top in his battle with Gautam Murugan, even though at this point Murugan was in front. But then Dhruv Dayal held that inside line, forced his way through, and that was him up into 7th, a position he would never relinquish. But a position never relinquished by Karminder Singh over the course of the weekend was the top step of the podium. 3 wins out of 3 for the first time in his career, 1.8 seconds clear of Anadith Reddy, with Sandeep Kumar completing the podium. Ameya Walavalka had a podium in race 2, but could only manage 4th in race 3. So one more race to come here at the Buddha International Circuit this afternoon. That will be a Formula 2000 race, which is due to get underway very soon indeed. But first of all, we will be having the podium presentations for that VW Vento Cup. We've got half an hour until the Formula 2000 final race starts. So for those of you on the live stream, it'll be in 30 minutes time. The race will be underway. Our coverage getting underway in about 20 minutes or so. So a great weekend of racing here at the Buddha International Circuit. It's been a while since MRF came here, about 3 seasons. And we're waiting naturally for the drivers to come out onto the podium and receive their trophies, but no one looks like they're there at the moment, do they? Not even Prabha winding the crowds up. But the marshals just checking everything is okay down at turns 8 and 9. A really challenging corner, particularly in the Formula 2000 cars. We've seen them running wide an awful lot, and you just get an inch over that curb and you are in big trouble and lose a lot of grip. A huge grandstand there overlooking the podium. This circuit built for Formula 1 many years ago now. Didn't host as many Formula 1 races as it would have liked, but nevertheless fantastic to have Formula 1 in India, albeit briefly, with the Force India Formula 1 team still going as well. 2 Indian drivers too have competed in Formula 1, Narain Karthikeyan and Karun Chandok. Narain Karthikeyan here this weekend racing, or testing I should say, in the Formula 2000 cars as they look to move into a flappy paddle gear shift. At the moment the gear shifts are done with a sort of H-pattern shift down in the bottom right of the cockpit, but they're looking at changing it to a flappy paddle. But now here comes the podium presentations. There's Prabha Shankar, the man keeping us all entertained.
We just got here the trophies for the just VW Vento Cup.
So the Volkswagen Vento Cup.
And to do the honors, can I request Mr. Suresh Bisa, head of
Mr. Suresh Bisa, who's head of Volkswagen Motorsport in India, will be handing out the trophies.
All right, let's bring out the winners.
Third place going the way of Sandeep Kumar.
Round of applause, guys, have been a fantastic race.
Second place going to Anadith Reddy once again this weekend.
From Hyderabad, Anadith Reddy.
But the race winner for the 3rd time in 3 races in the Volkswagen Vento Cup this weekend, a superb weekend of driving, Karminder Singh. And for the 3rd time this weekend, it will be the Indian national anthem for
We all
Karminder.
rise for the national anthem in honor of the winner.
Superb victory for Karminder Singh.
Suresh, can I request you to give away the trophy?
And Suresh will now hand out the trophies. Third place for Sandeep Kumar. His second podium of the weekend so far. Second place going to Anadith Reddy, as he was in race 2. But he's got a lot of these now from this weekend. Top step of the podium, Karminder Singh.
Of the Volkswagen Vento Cup.
3 wins out of 3 this weekend in the Volkswagen Racing Cup. The second one, well, the first and third ones coming from pole position. The second race win coming from 8th on the grid, which was mightily impressive for Karminder Singh. And they pose for photographs on the top step, and that is their racing done for this weekend. They move on to the next round of the championship with Karminder Singh leading the championship, unsurprisingly. It's been a dominating performance from him this weekend in the Volkswagen Vento Cup.